If you follow combat sport, you might recognize the name Qiao Lifu, a prodigy who claimed both national and world sanda in Chinese boxing championships by age 20. His legacy skills landed him a prestigious gig training police recruits at the Guangdong Police Academy, shaping generations of law enforcement elites. At his career peak, he opened a thriving martial arts studio and built a perfect picture life with his wife and child. Yet, this martial arts genius resurfaced years later under drastically different circumstances as China's most wanted fugitive for gruesome robbery, murder, and involving body dismemberment. Shockingly, police investigations revealed his entire criminal activity originated from an unlikely catalyst: his secret relationship with an unassuming nightclub escort, shown in this footage. In the early hours of June 29, 1995, a vegetable farmer in Dongguan, Guangdong, made a grisly discovery while delivering produce near the Hongshi Bridge, spotting an overstuffed plastic sack. He initially thought he'd scored free groceries fallen from a delivery truck, but upon untying the rope, he peeled back a black garbage bag leaner to find a headless, limbless male corpse. Shaking with terror, he alerted security guards at a nearby station, one of whom became so traumatized he couldn't speak coherently for days. Fenggang Police Bureau's homicide unit arrived at the remote dumping ground 3 kilometers from downtown. Forensic teams recovered a second sack 1.1 kilometers away, containing an intact nude female victim strangled to death, ruling out sexual assault, with the male's missing head, hands, preventing ID confirmation. Investigators focused on the woman's distinct physical traits: deformed big toes and pelvis indicating decades of high heel use, plus soft hands suggesting white-collar work. A breakthrough came when factory owner Chen Jiaen and shareholder Chen Jiawen were reported missing. Chen's wife recognized her husband's remains through skin texture and body hair, while their driver identified Chen's corpse. Both victims last interacted with a woman calling herself Li Jing, described as 160 centimeters, heavy-set, dark-skinned, dressed like a nightclub hostess. Police traced Zhen's playboy lifestyle through mistress networks, eventually focusing on Shao Miaomiao after hotel security confirmed her volatile relationship with the victim. Driver accounts and rental records placed Shao at critical junctures, with witness identifying her as Li Jing. The investigation revealed Shao's deeper criminal connections, unraveling a twisted plot blending financial extortion and lethal retaliation. Chen Jiaen had rented an apartment for Shao Miaomiao at Shenzhen's Haili Mason. Security guards at the compound revealed to police that during her stay, a particularly aggressive man in Shenzhen Police Academy uniform frequently visited without signing the guest log. After combing through discarded registry cards, investigators identified this mystery man as Qiao Lifu, Shao's known associate with prior kidnapping convictions. 2 months earlier, Shao had clashed with a nightclub manager. Qiao retaliated by ambushing the manager with his martial arts trained accomplices, forcing her to withdraw 300,000 yuan. Though one suspect got caught, Qiao and another remained at large. On July 1st, province-wide APBs flooded communities with the trial's photos. A breakthrough came when a landlord in Tangsha's Shigu district recalled renting to 3 people in a Toyota, license 10074, who refused ID checks. At their former rental unit, police found blood-stained stairs and blackened bathroom water. Breaking the drain pipe revealed blood-soaked banknotes and bone fragments, and later DNA matched to 10. 3 suspects were officially charged: Qiao Lifu, Shao Miaomiao, and accomplice Dong Yu. By July 7th, Lanzhou police tracked Xiao to a rental apartment where she'd mentioned bringing Xiao Qiao, which is Qiao's nickname. Stakeouts confirmed her movements. The next day, undercover officers arrested Xiao and Dong's mistress, Rong Fengbo, during a furniture shopping trip. Meanwhile, SWAT teams raided Qiao's hideout, anticipating his lethal kicks, and legendary for launching 150 limbs sandbags. Officers swarmed the martial arts expert after dodging his opening strike. The takedown yielded hunting rifles, daggers, and handcuffs. On that night, provincial investigator extracted full confession. Qiao admitted orchestrating the kidnapping turned murder, revealing how business conflicts and jealous lovers spiraled into dismembered horror. Born in 1964 to a poor Shandong family of 4, Qiao Lifu's childhood turned tragic when his mother took her own life after their relocation to Dalian. Sent to martial arts school to ease financial burdens, he thrived, winning Dalian's youth kickboxing championship at 15. From 1988 to 1991, he dominated China's 75 kilograms Sandasing, culminating in a world championship title that earned him a prestigious police academy coaching position in Shenzhen. The 1990s economy boomed, saw Qiao moonlighting as a nightclub security enforcer, pulling 400,000 yuan monthly through protection gigs. Though married, he frequented hostess bars where he met Shao Miaomiao, an assuming yet manipulative escort simultaneously kept as a mistress by Hong Kong businessman Chen Jiaen. When Xiao feigned victimhood after clubbing disputes, Qiao's toxic loyalty kicked in. He orchestrated a 300,000 yuan kidnapping of a nightclub manager with townsman Dong Yu and Fang Zongqing. After Fang's arrest during a botched bank withdrawal, Qiao and Dong fled to Lanzhou, where Xiao proposed targeting her sugar daddy, Chen. Posing as sex workers, they murdered a taxi driver to steal his van, then lured Chen to Dongguan's safe house under romantic pretenses. On June 27, 1995, Qiao ambushed Chen at gunpoint, forcing him to demand 800,000 yuan from his wife. When shareholder Chen Jiawen substituted for Chen's spouse during the ransom drop, she too became collateral, bound and strangled after witnessing Chen's execution. To obscure evidence, Qiao dismembered Chen's body with matches while stripping both victims naked. His arrogance peaked during interrogations. He said, "No one could have caught me unless I wanted." Yet, the butcher of Shenzhen ultimately fell to SWAT teams who neutralized his signature high kick with coordinated force. Both killers played blame games, Qiao claiming Xiao seduced him into crime, and Xiao painting herself as coerced. Forensic teams later matched drainage pipe blood to Chen, while Xiao's calculated maneuvers revealed a master manipulator beneath her plain appearance. Born in Lanzhou, Gansu, as the only child of a straight, smart, domineering mother who drilled into her that men are meal tickets, Shao Miaomiao dropped out early to work in Shenzhen's entertainment venues. With no education or skills, her sole ambition was to snag a wealthy sugar daddy, a goal achieved when Hong Kong businessman Chen Jiaen set her up in a luxury apartment with 65 yuan monthly rent and regular allowances. When pressed about her motives during interrogations, Xiao stonewalled investigators while blaming Qiao Lifu. Eventually, she admitted stashing over 190,000 Hong Kong dollars, 30,000 RMB, and stolen jewelry, diamonds at her mother's home. Police found the loot hidden under floorboards. But Xiao's mother initially denied everything before changing her tune. She goes, "This is my daughter's hard-earned money." Such warped parenting explained much about Xiao's ruthless psyche. On July 12, all 4 convicts were transferred to Dongguan. By November 24, 1995, the Dongguan Intermediate People's Court sentenced Qiao Lifu, Shao Miaomiao, Rong Fangbo, and Fang Zhongqing to death. Witnesses described Xiao's eerie stoic composure at execution. No tears, no remorse, just a serene smile as she faced the firing squad. Whether this calm masked inner turmoil or psychopathic detachment remains her final secret. This is Charles, bringing you crime story analysis. If you like this channel, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button. Have a case you want me to dig in and share, leave a message on the comment section, and I will see you next time.